All right. Welcome, Mississippi Survival. Welcome to the channel. Glad you could join me on this Thursday night. And I'm not going to take up a whole lot of your time, but I wanted to talk to you guys about the up and coming weather that's coming up. And you know me, like I always tell you, it's good to be prepared all the time. So apparently, from what I'm looking at a 10-day forecast. Of course, a 10-day forecast can change at any point, any time. It can change for better or it can change for worse. But I don't see us getting out of all this. I don't see it. And I can see here on today, it's supposed to start raining, 100% chance of rain. I guess that's going to be sometime later tonight. The temperatures right now is summertime beautiful. It's been nice all day, 69 degrees, and the low is going to be 59 degrees. So there's no reason to sleep with heaters today. Tomorrow is going to be 90% chance of rain, and there it goes, bringing in the cold front. That's when the cold front is going to start coming in. It's going to be 62 for the high. It's going to be 28 for the low on Friday. Saturday is going to be sunny, 53 degrees. You're going to have a decent daytime. Decent. That's a decent temperature for daytime. It's going to be 23 degrees at night. The temperature is going to start dropping drastically. Monday, the temperatures on Monday is when the snow is going to move in. There's going to be 50% chance of for snow. The high for the day is going to be 31 degrees. It's going to be cold all day, and the low is going to be 12 degrees. Tuesday, January 16th, is going to be 23 degrees for the high. As you notice, it's getting lower and lower, and the low is going to be 12. Wednesday is going to be 35 degrees. It peaks up just a little bit for sun, 25 degrees for the low. Thursday, 45. Temperature still pretty low at night, 28 degrees. Friday's going to be 40 degrees. Temperature drop back down again to 18 degrees. And Saturday, 36 for the high and 18 degrees for the low. So all of you guys that are from the South, I know you're very familiar with the ice storms that we had and how bad they were and how bad it got and how long we was without electricity. So if nothing, you guys, I'm pretty sure, know to already be prepared. And if you're not, go ahead and start prepping up. You got a few days in there. Go ahead and start prepping now and make sure you got everything you need. Make sure you got plenty of water at your house because you don't know what turn of events this could take. That snowstorm could mix with rain and start and become sleet and ice and freezing, and they got a problem. So we don't have any salt trucks that I know of. We always had to call another state or something to come in and do our stuff for us. So that's not something we're used to. That's something that they're used to up north. So make sure you got your blankets, plenty of blankets, plenty of food in the house because you don't want to get on the road unnecessarily if you don't have to get on the road. If you don't have to, don't do it. I mean, it's for safety purposes. Just don't do it. If you have to work, use precaution and speak with your supervisor or boss if you think it's going to be too dangerous for you to try to get out and go to work. Okay. If you have charging stations, now I'm talking to my preppers. If you have charging stations, make sure your charging stations are fully charged at all times, especially. And really, they should be charged at all times anyway. They should already be on charged up and be on standby in case something doesn't go quite right. Make sure your flashlights are charged if you got rechargeables. If you don't have rechargeable batteries, oh, what's up with this lightning? I don't like it. Yeah. If you don't have rechargeable batteries, you have regular batteries, you need to go ahead and pick up you some batteries now. You got time to do it, just go ahead and pick that up now and get that out of the way. Um, Harbor Freight is the cheapest place that I know from the area that I'm in. Harbor Freight is the cheapest place to get batteries. So you can go by there and really fill up on batteries. I mean, $3, $4 for 10, 12 batteries. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Just go get them. If you don't, for your heating, if you're using alcohol stoves and things of that nature, go fill up on your alcohol. I mean, if you're using bioethanol stoves, go fill up on your ethanol. Right now, I don't know. It'll be too late to try to order some bioethanol. I think it'll be a little bit too late because they won't make it. They'll make it somewhere in the middle of the storm if they deliver it on time. Make sure you got blankets, plenty of blankets to you can shelter up, huddle up together with that. Make sure you got plenty of blankets in your house. You got electric blankets, that's good too. Use your electric blankets. If you, this is kind of a hard one to throw at you. If you working, I know for me, if I'm working, I shut everything off because I don't want to waste electricity unnecessarily when I'm not here. But when you come home, you're gonna freeze for hours before it heats up your house. It's a kind of win lose situation when it comes to that. So you kind of use your best judgment on that. All right. Next thing I want to talk to you about: if you go outside, make sure your faucets are have those insulated caps on it, or make sure you got insulation on the piping on the outside of your house. Make sure that is insulated. Another thing you need to do is when the water get ready to drop that low, make sure you leave your water dripping. If you don't leave your water dripping, you may risk spending a ton of money on repairs trying to fix it unless you're renting. And even if you are renting, you still, even if you don't have to pay for the service, you still gonna have to wait until it get fixed. Then you're out of water until further notice. So to avoid all that, just let your water drip during those cold days. It's not gonna hurt anything. I don't think it's gonna change the bill a bit. But again, use your own better judgment. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. I'm just putting out some things that people may need to know and they may need to do in this time to make sure that they are safe and they are good to go, and also keep them from incurring an expense. Another thing you guys need to do is make sure your trucks, your vehicles are full of gas already. Okay? Make sure they're full of gas, so that's something that you don't have to go run and do. Um, Also, if you do have to drive, do not tail behind people close. Leave a huge gap in between them, because if you go to slide or anything like that, it'll give yourself a chance to correct it. Don't tell if you gotta let them. If the gap gotta be 4, 5, 6 car lengths, it doesn't matter. Just do that for safety purposes if you have to. But if you don't have to be on the road again, don't be on the road. And if you are on the road, make sure you have your bucket bag with you, plenty of blankets and things of that nature in case something happens and you get stuck out on the road, and you'll have some way to stay warm. Make sure you got your phone for communication. Make sure you got a weather radio so you know what's going on at all times. Back to the heaters, because I kind of stopped in the middle of the heaters. Uh, yeah, like I said, lock up on your fuel. I didn't mention the your 1 pound tanks and things of that nature. If you're gonna get those Walmart got a ton of them right now, and now it's time to go get them before it gets cold, because once it get cold and go up there, it's not going to be not one thing on the shelf. They're going to buy it all out. So, you know what I mean? Because then you have elderly people that can't get out and do these things. So I'll say for the people that, that are elderly and you have family, go ahead and get them to go get whatever you need now before this weather comes in, and that way you don't have to worry about them being out in bad weather, and you'll have what you need as well, and you'll be safe. So people join together, and let's help the elderly get what they need, so they'll be safe as well. Um, oh yes, I got something else for you. Something else you guys need to do is make sure if the power does cut out, don't try to heat your whole entire house. It doesn't make much sense. Just get in one room, huddle up together, put blankets on the door, and cover the doorways up. If you have a door, close the door. That's fine too. Put your towel or something under the door to keep unnecessary air from coming up under your door. That will keep extra air out of your house. Just make sure the room is sealed as best you can. But if you're burning any type of fuel, uh, alcohol stoves and things of that nature, they burn clean for the most, but I still feel like you need to let some ventilation in from somewhere to make sure that you're not building up any carbon dioxide or whatever the case may be. And also make sure you have a carbon dioxide detector and a smoke detector in your room. The carbon monoxide detector is going to be key, because it's going to go off first before it even gets to a fire alarm smoke detector. You're going to get carbon dioxide first, then you get smoke after. So make sure you have that too. I think those are about the major things that I wanted to reach out with you guys and tell you about. And I just want you to know about this weather that's up and coming in the South region of the United States. So, saying that, I need you guys to be careful and be alert. Pay attention to what's going on around you. And if you haven't got your supplies, go get your supplies. I have basically all of mine, but I just want to go touch up on some more things. So I will be adding more supplies to what I'm doing. So, saying that, I think that's it. Let's try to think for a minute and make sure there's nothing that I'm leaving out. Oh yeah, yeah. You also guys can pick up a weather radio as well to keep you alert on what's going on. We don't know, I mean, in case another storm or something breaks out, it just keeps you alert on what's going on. Because a lot of people don't use regular TV and cable anymore, so they're not getting news bulletins and things of that nature. They watch Netflix. Netflix ain't gonna give you not one piece of news, okay? So you need to try to get you a weather radio and keep those flashlights handy. And go ahead and another good thing to do too. Uh, when there's not storming and as time permits you, find you some lights that run for a long time, and they are bright but run for a very long time. Um, Having a light that's bright and they don't run for 5 minutes is a waste. Find some very doable and good lights. I'm a light fanatic. I buy all types of lights. Also, those solar lights will be good too. You can use those in the house. Just run the solar outside the house. So these are some things that you can be thinking of. You know, man, you want to sleep in your clothes, sleep in your clothes. If you want to put a tent in the room and everybody sleep inside the tent, and that'll also condense heat down into that one space and everybody be nice and warm, then do that as well. All I'm saying is do what's best for your family. Whatever works for you is what you need to do. So, this is my weather forecast for today. Please be safe. Remember, I love you. Remember to prep, pray, and be vigilant. Prep, pray, be vigilant. Pay attention to your surroundings. It's always going to be important. Mississippi Survivor, I love you, and I'm gone. Peace.